It's really nice to drive a car that has less miles, especially when he's in the captain's seat. Urban Meyer trying to pump up the crowd in Gainesville, LSU, Florida, battling out two top 15 teams. Fourth quarter, Tigers take a commanding lead on the touchdown by Jordan Jefferson from 3 yards out. It's 26-14. They missed the two-point conversion. Ensuing kickoff, Andre DeBose presses the Bose button. 88 yards. See you later, Gators. They didn't have much on offense, just 243 total, so they had to get some help from the special teams at 26-21 LSU. But here comes the offense. Mike Gillislee, 5 yards on the run, and the mighty Gators. Two-point conversion good, 29-26. But the play of the year, it's 53 yards out for Josh Jasper, but they run a fake, and Jasper picks up the pitch and runs for a first down. But Derek Helton, he's the one that made the pitch. Take another look. Looks to be a straight line, maybe at a little bit of an angle back. If it wasn't at an angle, if it was going forward, it would have been incomplete. The ruling on the field was it stood, so LSU under 10 seconds to go. Terrence Tolliver, his second touchdown of the game, and LSU takes the lead 33-29, and it would uphold. It's the second time in the Urban Meyer era that Florida loses consecutive games, and LSU stays unbeaten. I don't know how they do it. There's the dinosaur Cam Newton, because he's rare. Auburn on the road in Lexington. Second quarter, Cam Newton, his fourth rushing touchdown of the first half. He ran for 198. Auburn's up 31-14 at the break. Third quarter, though, Brian's brother, Mike Hartline, finds Randall Cobb 16 yards to the end zone. And look at the Cats, C-A-T-S, Cats. It's 31-24. But Auburn, game-winning field goal time for Wes Byram, and this kid is always clutch. The game winner as time expires. Cam Newton blows a kiss goodbye. Auburn stays unbeaten, 37-34, the final. South Carolina and Alabama, the Gamecocks have never beaten a #1 team before. Well, it looked good in the first, as Steven Garcia finds Marcus Lattimore. 9-yard touchdown, and how about the Gamecocks? They take the lead 7-3. Second quarter, they're up 14-3. And Garcia, if you don't know Alshon Jeffrey's name by now, you will know it by the end of this highlight. His first touchdown catch of the game, and Garcia's pumped. And South Carolina, they take a lead 28-14 in the fourth. But Greg McElroy, he hasn't lost a game since the 8th grade, so you know he has a comeback in him. Finding Darius Hanks 51 yards, and the Crimson Tide of Alabama cut the lead to 7. Bama looking to cut into the lead more, but they fake the field goal, and Saban's, well, the play didn't work. Ed Stinson drops the pass, so South Carolina takes over. Greg McElroy displeased. And if you want to talk about taking over, we want to say Alshon Jeffrey's name. That's one hand, ladies and gentlemen. 45 yards. Jeffrey had 7 catches for 121. None better than that one, though. Unbelievable. And Carolina, that would put him into range to put it away. And the freshman Marcus Lattimore, 3rd and goal, pounds his way through for a 2-yard touchdown. And South Carolina, it's the first time they've beaten a #1 team. Bama ran for just 38 yards in the game, 3rd lowest in the Saban era. The 19-game win streak is over, 35-21 final. Jim Harbaugh pumping up his Cardinals as they take on USC. Third quarter, Robert Woods from Matt Barkley, 61 yards. See you later. Woods had 12 catches for 224 and 3 touchdowns. He didn't even have a catch in the previous week against Washington. Yikes. Fourth quarter, Stanford, though, takes the lead as Andrew Luck to Doug Baldwin 7 yards out. But the PAT missed by Nate Whitaker. It's his first missed field goal of the year. And USC comes back. Alan Bradford, under 2 minutes to go, gets the touchdown. And SC takes the lead 35-34. But Andrew Luck engineers a comeback drive. Kobe Fleener gets the catch. 11 yards, first down. Move the chains. 2 plays later, Stephon Taylor bounces it to the outside, picks up 16 yards down to the Trojan 15-yard line, which sets up Whitaker 30 yards out, and he redeems himself. Stanford has beaten USC for another. And the fans rush the field. I don't know why they beat an unranked team, but it's still USC 37-35 final. To Tucson we go. Oregon State at #9, Arizona. Ryan Katz in the cradle to James Rogers, 33 yards. And Oregon State, Mike Riley's Beavers take a 7-0 lead. Still in the first, though, Arizona responds. Nick Foles, Jerron Kreiner, 45 yards in the fake reverse. And the Cats knotted up at 7 apiece. We go to the second quarter. Oregon State leading 10-7. Arizona driving to tie it up or take the lead. Instead, they're not going to do either. Because how about this interception by Soesi Tuamone? That's right, I pronounced it right. Oregon State with the turnover, and they take advantage. How about Cats? Look at this toss on the run. Look who's open. Marcus Wheaton, 48 yards. Oregon State up 17-7 at the break. We go to the third quarter, though, and Arizona trying to muster up a comeback. Keola Anilin, 33 yards off the right side. Look at the speed from the big fella to the end zone. Cats, though, missed the extra point, 17-13. That would be a theme in this game, missed extra points. Oregon State got a touchdown on their own. They missed the PAT as well, but this time, Nick Grigsby, 41 yards, switches fields, and he's gone to the end zone. Arizona cuts into the gap, 23-20. The Cats, they're the number 9 team in the country. They're not going to lose at home, right? Well, Oregon State had something else to say about that. Fourth quarter, Jacquizz Rodgers. That's my Heisman Trophy winner that I picked at the beginning of the year. He only had 83 yards rushing and a touchdown. So 29-20, under 2 minutes to go. Anilin, 12-yard touchdown from Foles. Foles threw for 440 and 3 touchdowns. It's 29-27. But this would be the last time Arizona would have the ball. As Foles, well, you got to get a touchdown. There's no time remaining. You can't even get a field goal. Kreiner, laterals to Travis Cobb, and Cobb, give him credit. He made some nice moves here, but the Oregon State defense would bring him down right at midfield, and that's the ball game. Oregon State upsets number 9 Arizona 29-27. The Beavers have won 10 out of the last 12 against Arizona, and they're 5th straight in Tucson. You got to give it up to my Boilermakers. They went into Northwestern against the 25th team in the country, and they held their own against the Wildcats. First quarter, though, it looked like Northwestern would start to pull away here as Jeremy Ebert gets the pass 38 yards to the 6-yard line. That would set up. 2 plays later, Jacob Schmidt, the running back, plows through from 2 yards out, and the Wildcats take a 7-0 lead. First score of the game for either team. But Purdue responds. Rob Henry wears the number 15, not for Drew Brees, but just because he likes the number. And here, he scampers for 67 yards. He was brought down from behind inside the 10-yard line. Henry ran for 132 on 16 carries. Second quarter, 3rd and goal. Oh, how about the play fake from Henry? And he's got the speed to get to the paint. And we're tied up at 7 apiece. We go into the locker room, tied at 10, third quarter. Opening drive from the Cats. Dan Persa looking to the end zone. Goes to the end zone. Max Charlot makes a tremendous diving catch to pick it off. But you can see up in the corner, that's a flag. And they'd get Purdue for holding. And Pat Fitzgerald, yeah, now we got to go get a touchdown. And they would do just that. Dan Persa runs it in himself. It's 17-10. Wildcats take the lead. 17-13 in the fourth after a Carson Wicks field goal. Stephen Demos, one of the most accurate kickers in Northwestern history. This is a 41-yard attempt blocked by Kawan Short. And how about this? The Boilermakers, they would be in business. But it's 3rd down inside the red zone. Henry, play fake, rolling out, finding a senior tight end, Kyle Adams, who just can't get the first down. They would be just short. So Danny Hope decides we're going to go for it. On 4th and inches, they're 3 of 7 on the season, and Dan Durking up the middle, 7 yards out, and Purdue takes their first lead of the game, 20-17. But Northwestern has a chance to tie it. Demos, I told you he's accurate. He's on the money. From 45 yards, he's nowhere even near the uprights. And Northwestern, the 25th team in the country, falls to Purdue. This was a Purdue team 2 weeks ago, lost to Toledo at home. Give it up to the Boilermakers. They win on the road against a ranked team for the first time since 2003, 20-17. Persa threw for 305, but it's Purdue's 3rd straight road win in the Big Ten. They've beaten Michigan, IU, and Northwestern in that stretch. Give it up to my Boilermakers with a big victory. That's all for the best of the weekend. We'll see you back here next time on the Kitchell Sports Network.